stop fucking lying, nigga.
I'm a real nigga. I would never lie, nigga.
Nigga, you try to hit up being a real nigga, my nigga. Stop lying, my nigga. Now you double lying, my nigga. Stop fucking lying, nigga. Nigga. You know I got you, nigga. I love you, nigga. Nigga. Yo, shit, my nigga. This is my nigga. So you got a problem with him, my nigga. So you got a problem with me, my nigga. If you got a problem with me, my nigga, you got a problem.
They're obsessed with being black, they're obsessed with black people, same different day. One of the strangest things about modern culture is how often blackness gets copied, and then questioned and mocked by the same people who add hate to perpetuate against it. They love to spam our language, they've been stealing our style for a while now. And we all know someone who dresses a little too different from their original style. We already know how they steal our music. We've seen it with K-pop and the majority of these rappers in the industry. Even though we're supposedly degenerate, people still try and act black. It's literally undeniable that everyone wants a piece of black culture, to the point where we got European bigots making videos about black Americans. And if you haven't seen the video, I would not recommend it. To make a long story short, it's a white man critiquing black America and making very blank statements off of limited information and respect. How do you want to sound black, dress black, joke black, and perform blackness, but at the same time these people don't even respect black people? They don't even care enough to educate themselves on why black America is the way it is. That contradiction is what makes this so weird. You can't bring up any serious issues in the black community without someone getting uncomfortable, but people will be quick to joke and assimilate to anything else surrounding it. It's exhausting.
You've been with more than 3 BBCs. Have you been blacked at least 3 times?
What are these black guys' questions?
Have you ever taken BBC?
Yes.
This shit just gets worse and worse.
Blackness is loved as an aesthetic, but black people are often hated as human beings. You watching this right now, if you don't like black people, you're a fan. Get some help. Black culture has become the template for what people see as cool, and it makes sense since this country was built off of our labor. Country music, rap, R&B, even modern Gen Z slang is all black, but you should know that, right?
Gen Z slang can actually be traced back centuries to black culture. ABC's correspondent Marquise Francis looked into the history of some of these phrases. Hi, Marquise. Nice to see you.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Yes, the unk saying, us, saxophones, us, the N-word, us, and I'm not talking about the hard R. Well, Charlie D'Amelio got her career startup off of copying a black girl and taking her dance. So much of what mainstream culture calls trendy starts in black spaces. People borrow from it because it feels more alive. We've been through all the struggle. That's what built this culture. People just want a reason to be associated with our expressiveness and our identity. And the problem isn't with people liking blackness. But don't sit here and act like an ally when some of y'all don't even know who Trayvon Martin is. Some people probably think this all started with George Floyd or something. And even as I sit here making this, there's black men still getting lynched in 2026. A world where a lot of people feel bland or empty, black culture looks like energy, and people are drawn to energy. If you watch Sinners, I really don't even have to explain this to you. It just be so many energy vampires out here trying to steal. This is where it gets uncomfortable because I already know we got a few racists in the comments, guaranteed. But a lot of people want the look of blackness without the actual reality of being black. There is already this idea that struggle equates to success, but we ain't asked to be hated like this. So if you don't understand how deep our struggle runs, go play with your own team. I'm not gonna give a history class. This is just supposed to be a rant. I might, bring up a few historical events later on in the future, but for now we're gonna just keep it as a rant. You cannot steal the aesthetic and ignore the history or stereotypes that come alongside with it, especially when a lot of it is blank, uneducated statements to spread bigotry, and then people treat it as some kind of joke. Because being influenced by blackness is fun, but actually being black in a society that stereotypes, targets, and misinterprets us is not fun for people. And so they become selective about when they want to step into their blackness, depending on if it benefits them or not.
Why you was moving a little, you had the satchel on you? You swung it to the back when we came around. Come here for a sec. Sir, I'm stopping you, sir. Sir, I'm stopping you.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
For what?
I'm telling you. Come here.
For what?
Come here. I'll talk to you. Come here.
Why are you grabbing?
Just talk to me.
Why are you grabbing?
Because you're being stopped. He's okay. He's okay.
For what?
He's okay.
For what?
You're being stopped. I'm going to talk to
For
you.
what?
Okay, listen, sir, I'm going to talk to you. Just
what?
calm down because I don't want to keep doing this. Just stop.
What am I being detained for?
All right? I'm going to tell you why.
Can you tell me right now?
Yes. Just stop right now. You keep trying to pull. All right? You going to stop? My man. When we came up, all right, as soon as you saw us, you looked back twice, correct? You also move your backpack in the your little satchel area in the back of you, okay? So what I was gonna do is pat you down for a possible weapon, okay? So with that being said, we're gonna take a stop report. Sir, come here. You can't move. Stay right here, okay?
The whole point of Sinners is that black culture is one of the most consumed things on earth. But consumption is not the same as respect. You can laugh about our humor and steal our style, but that does not mean you respect it. Y'all be the same ones to turn around and call black people loud, aggressive, unintelligent, or degenerate. And that's the contradiction that will always exist. Y'all suck all the culture up like usual, then y'all have no honor for the culture you're taking from. So now we get admiration without loyalty, and we're the villains, but our stories get swept under the rug to protect the image of everyone else. A lot of modern identity is already grounded in performance, and with this time of extreme racism, people are building themselves out of trends, aesthetics, and whatever gets attention. And black culture has so much visible influence that people have always and still are using it to get attention. Now you get acceptance from acting black to seem more funny or cool. The WWE has been doing this, for example. There was a point John Cena became a rapper, chains and all, and he definitely was not influenced by no Blake Shelton. Some people are not even trying to understand black culture. They're just trying to use it to escape how plain they feel. Social media spread this up like crazy. So now culture spreads faster than ever. Everything we do is watched and then copied instantly as if people don't have their own culture. So now you got people performing versions of blackness that they don't even understand. And because the internet rewards imitation that just looks entertaining, this behavior keeps getting reinforced. People don't ask enough questions no more. They just copy and paste whatever they see online. We're really in zombie land. Black culture becomes content before people even process what they're doing. Now, influence is normal. Every culture is able to influence other cultures. That's not the strange part. The strange part is when it becomes an obsession. A weird one. Almost like a fetishization. F it, story time. The other day I was talking to this girl. She was not black. She said, and I quote, her dream after college is to move to either Memphis, Atlanta, or Florida. Anywhere with, and I quote, ghetto black people. I can't make this up. She said this to my face. So I asked why. She said she just wants to have fun with them. And I know that's a personal example, but I also know that this is not the first or the last person that has said this. And you probably have heard this same statement from someone in your circle or around you or online. When people are no longer inspired by black culture, they just start wearing it like a costume and using blackness as a social currency, trying to seem more desirable through this same imitation. At that point, it stops being appreciation. It starts looking like identity theft and a weird, creepy obsession. This is another part people don't really like talking about. Sometimes black traits are mocked when it's black people, but then praised by everyone else. I made this point before, but a group of white folks can start celebrating and having a good time. And then if a group of black folks do the same exact thing, they not gonna get the same looks or attention that we gonna get. And the type of attention we gonna get is usually not good. When we're graduating, we're chimping out because we're celebrating. On the contrary, it's a regular celebration if anyone that's not black is celebrating. When black people do it, we get called unprofessional, ratchet, or that we're doing too much. When someone else does it, it's suddenly trendy and marketable. Charlie D'Amelio, John Cena, I could keep going. This contradiction shows people do not always love black people. And really, I don't think they ever have. Sometimes they just love blackness when it looks nice, while ignoring the reason why we're treated like this in the first place. Black codes, slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, the rack epidemic, police brutality. I could keep going. They want blackness with the discomfort removed from it, or blackness made safe for mainstream consumption. The majority of blackness they push onto us has to be someone overly athletic, or a jester, or even worse, a raccoon. I think underneath all of this is that there is some type of hidden power in black culture that people just cannot ignore. When we damn near shape everything while still being the most oppressed, you gotta ask yourself, what would happen if people really loved us? Even people who look down on black people still end up borrowing from our culture, because influence is still influence. Black culture has an outsized influence on modern life. So this obsession is partly about race, but mainly about power. Everyone wants some power, and our culture just happens to have it. If you're black, stop hating yourself. You're beautiful, and your melanin is your power. If you're not black, respect us and respect yourself. People are too comfortable being ignorant and evil. And if you want to stay that way, this channel is not for you. I hope you wake up. This is not about people being inspired. This is about how blackness gets desired, often without respect for black people themselves. That's why this whole thing feels weird. Because how can you love everything that comes from black people except for the people themselves? That makes your admiration very shallow. And all that means is that you haven't taken the time to learn anything about us. That's why they pity us and give us this stupid freaking 1 month of black history and it's 28 days. Go fuck yourself. And if you need blackness to seem cool or interesting or culturally alive, that says something about your character. Modern culture is obsessed with blackness, but obsession is not the same as respect. Go subscribe to the second channel, go follow the Instagram, and go follow the TikTok. I got this new plant. Her name is Sonder. Say hi to Sonder. It's Sonder. Don't misspell it. Bye now.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.